Nick? You guys' attention. You ready?
We're talking.
Call the meeting back into session. We have a single public hearing this evening associated with a zoning change fundamentally in the Amsterdam district. I'll turn it over to Mr. Baker.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the board. Thank you for the opportunity to present this evening. This item is out of the Amsterdam district. Devin and Kelly Montgomery request a special exception permit for a rural home business with possible conditions in the agricultural A1 use district. This property is located at 2916 Catawba Road, Troutville, identified on the tax maps as 87-26A. Just for zoning information, the property itself and then the adjacent properties are all zoned for agriculture. Just for reference, this RR parcel that you see here in the orange was recently rezoned as well. It just has not been updated in our GIS yet, but the point is this is a rural agriculture area by zoning design. The property itself is a 3.596 parcel that fronts Catawba Road. The parcel contains the Montgomery family home and a storage building and is accessed by a shared driveway that serves several other properties that are within the Henderson family that all reside in the homes adjacent to the property that we are hearing tonight. Just for a little background about the business itself, Mr. Montgomery owns Shenandoah Home Services, which is an HVAC company that installs and services residential heating and cooling systems. Mr. Montgomery seeks this SCP for a rural home business to expand the company's operations and proposes to add fewer than 3 employees and it would allow for an enclosed garage capable of storing the company's vehicles. The proposed garage addition is 3,256 square feet, includes 3 bays, an office, and a bathroom. If this request was approved tonight, he would have to get a building permit through our office, which would be handled administratively, but everything that he's proposing is within the zoning regulation. It's also important to note that no customers will come to this location, so no services will be delivered. No customers will come to this site for services. The ordinance does require that any rural home business be a minimum of 5 acres. So in response to that, the Montgomery family has submitted a preliminary plat completed by licensed surveyor Rodney Pearson that gets the subject property to that a little bit above that 5-acre minimum. The additional acreage is coming where my cursor is to the back part of the property. It's a little bit of an unorthodox setup, to be honest, but again, it has been reviewed by staff and is in compliance with our subdivision ordinance, chapter 21 of our subdivision ordinance. This plat would be signed by staff if the request is approved tonight. Staff are suggesting several conditions associated with this request. The conditions before you here are very standard and are pretty similar to any other condition that we would suggest for any other similar rural home business. I'll go over a couple of the highlights here. The first one just deals with noise generated. It shall not violate provisions of the Botetourt County noise ordinance. The number of full-time non-resident, meaning non-family employees on site shall not exceed 3 persons. The applicant shall record and approve subdivision plat depicting the minimum of 5 acres. So that's the plat that we just looked at on the previous slide. Structures associated with the rural home business shall be located in the areas identified in the concept plan as submitted by Mr. Montgomery. The associated rural home business shall not exceed the sizes proposed in the concept plan as submitted by Mr. Montgomery. There shall be no outdoor storage of any materials associated with rural home business. The structures associated with rural home business shall not be used as a residence, meaning we're not going to have two houses on the property because that would not be allowed by zoning. There shall be no outdoor storage of materials, vehicles, or equipment. And then all other specifications of the business shall be in compliance with the Botetourt County zoning ordinance and shall not violate any local, state, or federal development requirements. The applicant is aware of these requirements, is agreeable to everything as presented. So that's all I have. It's a very straightforward request. Fortunately, the applicant is in attendance. He does not have a presentation prepared, but is happy to answer any questions that you may have. I'm also happy to answer any questions at this time.
Thank you, Nick. Any questions from the board? Sir, would you like to, you're not offering to, but would you come down and ask and answer a couple of questions if we have any?
And while he's walking down here, I will just note the Planning Commission voted 5-0 to approve, and we did not receive any comments in opposition to this request.
Yeah, I think so. I don't really have any interest in being a large business. I like to be small.
And we put. Is there a way to easily modify that?
I think the ordinance allows, I believe it might be capped at 3 per. That would be something where you would have to move to a.
So the home business ordinance says 3. Okay, so it's not his, it's okay. So he would have to then move it.
Standard. I would have to double check on that, to be honest. It's either 3 or 5, but anyway, even if it was 5, he would have to come back and change of conditions to E. It would require us to go through the same process that we're going through now. Or he could choose to go to a commercially properly zoned site.
Gotcha. But you're comfortable with it as it is?
Yes.
Why not go with 5?
Can we change it to 5?
I thought you said 3 to 5.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't done one of these in a while. So give me one moment. And I will look it
I
up.
just don't want to pigeonhole you in. Like, I don't want to have you have problems in a couple years, like to
Appreciate
make
that.
this
Yeah.
as favorable to you as we can.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yes, it is. It is 3 workers, 3 full-time, non-family workers. So yeah, we couldn't increase it to 5.
We can't increase it at all, so.
We cannot, no.
Okay.
There is a caveat. If you have 25 acres or more, then you get up to 5. But in this case, I mean, we're right at 5. So that's not going to be something that we can make happen for this one. And you'll have to forgive me. Sorry for not knowing that.
It's okay.
I've been in Europe for a couple of weeks, so my brain has been on fun. So
Fiddly dang. Yeah, you bragging.
That may be the board have any other questions for the proposal? That was easy. Thank you.
Thanks.
I'll open the public hearing. Any members of the public care to make any comments or ask any questions? Close the public hearing. Proceed to the board. This is in my district. I think it's straightforward. Like Nick said, I'll move for approval.
I'll
Sorry.
second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Got it unanimously. Congratulations, sir. Good luck.
Good luck. Thanks for coming tonight.
Your neighbor of yours? Okay.
Myrtle Montgomery. Oh. It's cool. Mr. Chairman, I will move to adjourn.
Second.
Moving seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.